Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So I'm going to make a quick video. This is going to annoy quite a lot of Dayooth, the males who are cocked. They're going to pretend that they're so offended. A lot of people do this, the purity spiral. It's self-righteousness, not righteousness. So they go, oh, shocked, I'm so shocked, as if they haven't watched thousands of hours of hardcore corn on, like, they're like, oh, this is so terrible. Oh my god, this is so awful. He's screaming, he's so aggressive. And then they go to watch hentai or something. It's disgusting. This will annoy them for very obvious reasons, but I want to talk about the new bill that was passed, the Internet Safety Bill, where allegedly now, a guy like me for saying things can be locked up in jail. Well, I have stories of the Ottoman Empire where Khalid bin Walid shattered 9 swords on a battlefield. A lot of young people, now I am a young guy, I'm 22, but I feel bad for a lot of people my age and a lot of younger people because they have no one to look up to. And people will go, oh, you're only 22 though. Well, Julius Caesar ruled Rome at 16. Thomas Jefferson ran his own plantation at 11, I think it was. I would say I'm a bit far behind. Anyway, because this bills came out and all these grown men are like, oh, they're going to get us, they're going to get us. Khalid bin Walid shattered 9 swords on a battlefield. Who cares? They're going to lock you up. Right, here we go. For me, is disgusting. It's not love, it's disgusting. A man cannot be a woman. A woman cannot be a man. Usury is slavery, not freedom. Killing your offspring is murder, not freedom. Let me think of another one. Here's a good one. People teaching LGTB agenda to kids in schools should be executed. People involved in the corn industry should be executed. Now, I've said that. Come lock me up. I don't care. You're trying to be someone. I don't care. Come lock me up. This is the thing. You get what you put up with. If the reason that this never worked in the past is because guys didn't tolerate it. There was a war. I think it was the Revolutionary War in America. I could be wrong. Fact check this. Was fought because there was a 3% tax on tea implemented, and guys got up. They got the swords. And they went, no thank you. Now, I feel like a bit of a vagabond because I'm around guys who can't stop having sex with their hand. They're like, I'm tired, I'm afraid, I'm scared. I don't care. Do not tolerate this. Now, that does not mean go out and cause harm. It does not mean become violent, obviously. But just have a bit of balls. You get what you put up with. It's, if you give the shaitan an inch, he takes a mile. He always needs more flesh. They're insatiable like a vampire. You give a vampire blood, he doesn't go away. He wants more. The more ground you give up, the more they will keep taking. You don't give them ground and then they take some back. They keep taking and taking and taking and taking. Do not be afraid. And by the way, with this bill, a lot of things are just fear porn, and I'm going to explain why. There was a bill passed in the 1940s called the Smith, and no one knows this, but I do, called the Smith-Mundt Act. Heard of that? You haven't. Wonder why. The Smith-Mundt Act. You ever wondered how like the mainstream media can just tell people, look, 3 towers were taken out by 2 planes. Go kill Muslims overseas. How do they not get sued for that? How do they not get defamated for that? Because the Smith-Mundt Act legally registered all news as entertainment. Entertainment, if you break down the Latin word, means entertainment. Enter, mind, hold. Enter the mind and hold it. Occupy it. No one's ever heard of that. Now, if something's pushed this mainstream, it's just fear. If you actually break down the Internet Safety Bill Act, it can't work. You have 500,000 police officers, and out of that, 400,000 of them agree that a man can't be a woman can't be a man. So to me, it's disgusting, and killing your offspring isn't freedom. You have a morally compromised man who's going to have to go and lock me up. And if you have 500,000 police officers and 400,000 of them don't want to do it, they're morally compromised. And morally compromised people are just as likely, this was pointed out to me a month ago by someone who I can't mention because he's blacklisted, that a morally compromised man is just as likely to turn around and shoot their master than they are to shoot the people that they're told to go attack. As well as that, say everyone in the UK is a cock. Say they're all cocked. You got 60 million people in the UK. Say 10% go, no, fuck you, okay? And they go to their house and they go, you're going to jail. And then, again, I'm not advocating this, but 1 out of every 10 goes, get out. What's the numbers on that? Doesn't work. So don't be afraid of this stuff. It's fear corn. And what people will do, and I've noticed this, because look, if the internet safety bill was a thing, guess where you can't do it? Private companies. Dawagram, you can't do a thing. I made Dawagram, so it's over. If you're on Dawagram, it doesn't matter. You can say whatever you want because it's a private company with their own TOCs. Can't do a thing. Public companies like Instagram, YouTube, yes, you can. Not really, though, as I just stated. What a lot of content creators will do is they do fear porn, because if they get you scared, it's marketing 101. It's Edward Bernays, crystallizing public opinion. I've got it here somewhere. You have to create a problem to then sell the solution. So a lot of these big influencer guys, and a lot of Islamic guys do this as well. Remember the Afghani Kardashian things, where no one heard about the Afghani Kardashian thing, and all these content creators with clickbait thumbnails, clickbait titles who wanted ad revenue from Tinder. Interesting that. We're going, look at this, look at this, look at this. You're now marketing it to everyone who would never have seen it. Would you go onto a gay corn website, take a screenshot and go, hey, Muslim audience, young kids, look at this shocking reaction to two guys sodomizing each other? It's tedious, right? Anyway, this could get me banned on Instagram, could get me banned on YouTube. Do you know where it can't get me banned? My own social media. Do you know why? Because it's a private company with our own terms and conditions. Anyway, that'll do for today. I hope everyone has a lovely evening. I just wanted to quickly get this off my chest because I am very much fed up of just disgusting loser dudes. They annoy me. And anyway, don't be afraid. They can't do anything to you. It's all fear corn. Do not be afraid.
Dawagram, the world's first halal social media site. Go to www.dawagram.com to create an account, and then download the app on either the App Store or Google Play Store.